Today, we are opening the door to a really essential conversation. It's all built upon a stack of sources detailing this incredible global
The
movement.
Danceable.
The Danceable, exactly. And this deep dive is focused squarely on one thing: the raw, undeniable, transformative power of art.
Hmm.
When you really get into these documents, they speak to a philosophy that, goes way beyond just a hobby or even therapy. They frame art as a powerful doorway to freedom.
And that phrase, doorway to freedom, that's so critical to our mission today. We're trying to look beyond just, appreciating the art on a wall.
Right.
We're asking how this creative practice actually becomes a pathway for empowerment, for visibility, and for, total self-definition.
And specifically for individuals living with physical or intellectual disabilities.
Exactly. We're asking you, our listener, to really try and understand how a shift in creative expression can fundamentally alter a person's place in the world, both how they're perceived and how they define themselves.
Okay, let's unpack this. The source material seems to suggest that for this community, art works in a fundamentally different way. It's like safer than other forms of communication.
It is.
So what is it about dance or painting or poetry that provides that unique kind of security, that profound freedom?
I think it really boils down to escaping the constant need for translation.
Yeah.
Just think about the daily life of someone whose body or communication style doesn't perfectly align with, you know, societal norms.
Okay.
Every single interaction, every movement, it so often requires a verbal explanation or an accommodation request or even just a physical demonstration of what you can and can't do. I mean, it must be exhausting.
Yeah, that pressure, that constant performance of explanation.
Right. And the sources point out that art can carry these deep identities, these stories, these huge emotions, all without needing explanation.
That relief must be just immense.
It is.
Yeah.
Art steps in and it becomes a safe space. And in this space, it doesn't ask you to justify your limitations. It doesn't ask why you use a mobility device or why your speech has a certain pattern.
It just asks you to show up.
It just asks you to bring your truth. The entire metric of value completely shifts. It moves from functional ability to heart and creativity and authenticity.
I think we need to stay on that idea for a second, that shift in value, because the sources talk about this not just as a safe space, but as an identity rebuilder.
Yes.
They state that many artists with disabilities have actually rebuilt their identities through art. What does that psychological rebuilding really look like in practical terms?
It's the moment an individual consciously rejects the definition that the world has put on them. I mean, when a person is born with or acquires a disability, society tends to just categorize them.
With a medical label, a list of things they can't do.
Exactly. The world sees the challenge first, and it often defines the person by that challenge. Art just flips that script completely.
So instead of being defined by society's labels, they are defined by their own voices.
Precisely. When you create something, you are actively exercising agency. You decide the color, the rhythm, the word, the shape. You are operating from a place of inherent authority over your own world.
Okay, so you're in control.
You're in control. And the source notes that this lets the individual shift their focus from what they cannot do to the really profound, unique things they can create and communicate.
The value of the person is measured by the quality of their creative contribution.
Not by some prescribed physical standards.
Exactly. And this psychological shift, this sense of authority, that's the engine that powers this whole movement. It's where genuine confidence starts to grow. The sources are so compelling on this point. The outcome is that individuals are no longer seen, and more importantly, no longer see themselves as limited. Through this practice, they start to see themselves as limitless.